wanted to pick up on speaking on finances because these are tough economic times. And I thought that if God could sustain the church in Corinth, he could sustain the church in Glenarden. Thank all 15 of y'all for that rousing amen. I want you all to know that regardless of the cost of gas, regardless of the increase in food, regardless of who's in the White House, who ain't in the White House, regardless of all of that, I want you to know that God has not stopped being God. I think it's important that the saints get to know that and have clarity about that God is still God. And that's why I want to deal with finances for these next several weeks. And today I'm talking about the benefits of giving. Did I tell y'all the title of the subject, the benefits of giving? Okay. So I might say some things 3 or 4 times. I have lost track of what I said, what I didn't say. Just pray for me. But still say amen like I didn't say it 10 times. Just say, go on, Pastor, something like that. Just say, go on. Yeah. But by and large, I want you to evaluate yourselves, because the truth that Paul spoke to the Corinth church, he's also speaking to us today. And so chapter 9, I'm going to walk through this. This is him writing to them, writing to the church in Corinth. This is Paul writing this letter to them and speaking to them about a commitment they made. Now, starting at verse 1. Now, concerning the ministering to the saints, it is superfluous for me to write to you. Stick a pin right there. The word, here's what it says. Now, concerning the ministering, that word ministering means the offering that y'all said you were going to give. Oh, I need to tell y'all this. I forgot something. Because in the first 2 services, as I'm teaching this, I saw people tighten up. I saw people grab their purses. Let me tell you, we're not taking up another offering. Go ahead, tell your neighbors, there's not another offering. Because, black people get nervous when you start talking about offerings. So Paul says, now concerning the ministering to the saints, it is not, that word superfluous means it's unnecessary for me to talk to you about it. He said, I don't need to talk to y'all about this. It's unnecessary. It's overkill. Why? Verse 2. For I know your willingness, about which I boast of you to the Macedonians, that Achaia was ready a year ago, and your zeal has stirred up the majority. Here's Paul saying, I don't need to write y'all about what you said you were going to do, about the offering that you were going to take, because I know you're willing, and I know that some of you are made a commitment a year ago, and y'all's excitement to give to these surrounding communities has made everybody get excited. Amen. It has stirred up the majority. Yet, verse 4, verse 3. Yet I have sent the brethren, lest our boasting of you should be in vain in this respect, that as I said, you may be ready. I'm sending some people before the service to come, so that by the time we get there, I want to make sure y'all ready to give the offering that you said you were going to give. Amen.
Sprouts Myth number 3. It's just another grocery store.
With fresh organic produce everywhere.
Let me read verse 3 again. Yet I've sent the brethren, lest our boasting of you should be in vain in this respect, that as I said, you may be ready. Lest if some Macedonians come with me and find you unprepared, we, not to mention you, should be ashamed of this confident boasting. I don't want to brag on y'all. Here's what he said. I don't want to brag on them. Then we get there to take up the offering, and y'all didn't even bring y'all checkbooks to church. So I'm sending them ahead of time, so that by the time we get there, y'all will be ready. Y'all see that? Verse 5. Therefore, I thought it necessary to exhort the brethren to go to you ahead of time and prepare your generous gift beforehand, which you had previously promised, that it may be ready as a matter of generosity and not as a grudging obligation. I don't want to get there to take the offering and y'all got an attitude.
Amen.
I don't want to get there and it's offering time and people are walking out doing the offering. I want y'all to be ready. So here's what he said. He's talking about the posture of the Corinthian church for the offering, and he's celebrating that they're ready. They're willing. He's celebrating that they're willing to give to help the poor saints in other areas, in other communities. This is an offering. Somebody say an offering. So I'm going to come back to that. That's an important point in just a moment. Point 2 is the principle. Matter of fact, in the principle,